With friends like these, who needs friends? Hey guys, it's Phoebe. Welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons SpongeBob should end his friendship with Patrick.
Good boy! Now move your arm up and down.
We're taking a look at things a certain starfish has done to his supposed best friend that would end most normal friendships. Let's get right to it. Number 10. Won't share a toy he bought with SpongeBob's money. What's one of the first lessons kids are taught when they're with other kids? The importance of sharing, of course. Unfortunately, this is one lesson Patrick has a hard time remembering.
You see, sharing is the most wonderful...
Yeah.
Case in point, in one episode, SpongeBob buys a crusty kid's meal with the intention of sharing it with Patrick. Unfortunately, the starfish gobbles down the whole thing and then takes command of the Patty Pal toy and refuses to share it.
When's my turn?
Aren't you supposed to be working?
SpongeBob goes way beyond being reasonable and trying to negotiate with Patrick, but he's way too self-centered to listen. He even goes as far as to eat the toy to keep SpongeBob from getting it. Way for a BFF to behave. Number 9. Got SpongeBob in trouble at school. SpongeBob does his best at school, even arriving hours before class starts in order to avoid being late. But one day he invites Patrick to join him in class, with disastrous results.
Big fat meanie! Patrick, you can't do that! She's the teacher!
What about the teacher?
It's no surprise that Patrick is a horrible student, the kind who takes delight in misbehaving. But does he have to let SpongeBob take the blame for his insulting drawings of the teacher and his spitball barrage? Patrick even irritates SpongeBob into fighting during recess, resulting in them both getting detention.
This is embarrassing.
And in another episode, Patrick eats the special notes that SpongeBob needs to pass his boat driving test, a test he's already failed 57 times. Number 8. Insulted and embarrassed SpongeBob.
So what do you say we start over and try again? Hi, my name is SpongeBob SquarePants, and I am not a dummy.
Amazing! 3 minutes in the kitchen and our son has taught him to talk in complete sentences.
Okay, just about everyone has parent issues, right? Even cartoon characters. Seems that Patrick's parents, who are coming to visit him, are disappointed in their son because they think he's an idiot.
Wow, son! You put the drinks in something this time. Son, you must have been working all night to put these together for us.
Wonder where they got that idea. SpongeBob, being a good friend, comes up with an idea. He'll pretend to be incredibly stupid so that Patrick will seem intelligent by comparison. The plan works. Too well.
Patrick!
Oh, he said my name. Wow, how'd you train him to do that?
Patrick begins treating SpongeBob as if he really were that dumb, and insults him terribly. Once again, the starfish is only too happy to make his friend miserable in pursuit of his own pleasure.
See, that's funny, 'cause you're dumb.
Patrick, could you let up on the insults just a little bit?
Oh, were those too complicated for you? I'll try dumbing them down a bit.
Number 7. Didn't appreciate his staycation efforts. SpongeBob decides his buddy needs a vacation. From what, you may rightfully ask? But unfortunately, he lacks the money to go anywhere.
May I take your bags, Mr. Star?
So SpongeBob proposes another solution, a staycation, where Patrick stays home and SpongeBob comes up with ways to make it feel like a vacation. But nothing the hardworking little sponge does is good enough for the selfish starfish. The furniture needs to be moved around, the homemade pool needs a diving board, the entertainment is lame.
Lame.
He even has to give up his bed to his supposed buddy. In spite of all of this, Patrick doesn't even give SpongeBob credit for just trying to help him. Ingrate.
Patrick, what are you doing here?
Oh, that resort next door is too crowded.
Number 6. Rages unreasonably over forgotten Valentine. Not surprisingly, SpongeBob very sweetly likes to get his friends nice presents for Valentine's Day. He and Sandy team up to get Patrick a huge hot air balloon made out of chocolate, but when things go awry, SpongeBob substitutes a friendly handshake instead. Patrick is unappreciative, to say the least.
A handshake, a friendly handshake.
A handshake? That's the big gift?
And when he sees that others received better gifts, he goes on a maniacal rampage, destroying an entire carnival and terrorizing everyone around. Hey, we understand being disappointed in a gift or annoyed that other less deserving people got more thoughtful gifts, but how about giving a friend the benefit of the doubt? Number 5. Endangered Gary's life. Gary, for those who are not SpongeBob aficionados, is SpongeBob's pet sea snail, although he meows like a cat. Meow! And why not? SpongeBob cares for Gary very deeply, which does make you wonder why he ever decided to let Patrick snail sit for him. Despite leaving a detailed list of what to do, Patrick is a disaster as a sitter, eating all the food, dropping his little fellow, and almost killing him with fire and a hairdryer.
Check it out!
SpongeBob doesn't really know about all these things, of course, but his instincts tell him Patrick was not a good choice as a sitter. Hopefully, those instincts will one day tell him Patrick's no good as a friend either.
It's SpongeBob. Is Gary all right?
Oh, yeah.
Number 4. Dumps all the work on SpongeBob. After SpongeBob and Patrick adopt a baby scallop as their child, they assume very traditional roles as a mother and father respectively.
You mean I have to do all this baby stuff myself?
I'll give you a break tonight when I get home.
That means that SpongeBob stays home to take care of the baby, do the housework, and cook all the meals. Patrick, in the meantime, goes off to work and brings home the bread, returning home too tired every day to help with the parenting. Is anyone surprised to learn that Patrick's work consists of watching TV? Didn't think so. Patrick, lying to and taking advantage of your best buddy and making him do all the work is not the way a friendship works.
That guy got hit in the head with a coconut!
Number 3. Abandon SpongeBob. Okay, so admittedly SpongeBob is a bit hard to take sometimes. And yeah, he can be a little annoying. Or a lot.
Patrick!
And we can see where sometimes it might be a good idea to take a little break from SpongeBob. But is declaring a National No SpongeBob Day and having the entire population of Bikini Bottom go away and leave SpongeBob really necessary?
Everybody needs at least one day away from...
More importantly, even if everyone else goes, how dare Patrick join them? We mean they're best friends, bosom buddies, inseparable pals. SpongeBob then turns around and leaves Patrick when no Patrick Day comes, but somehow that seems more fitting. Number 2. Intentionally creates chaos for fun. The 6th season episode The Card has plenty of examples of Patrick being annoying. The premise is that SpongeBob is desperate to get one especially valuable Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy card.
Mermaid Man says, "Buy more cards!"
Naturally, Patrick is the one who gets it, and mistreats it horribly.
Patrick, why did you just walk into Goo Lagoon?
SpongeBob, you can't always expect my usual brand of stupidity. I like to mix it up. Keep you on your toes.
But the episode is infamous for something else, Patrick admitting that he likes to mix up his stupidity to keep SpongeBob on his toes. This implies that Patrick's idiocy is all an act, and that he creates chaos on purpose as a way of keeping from getting bored.
Ew, this barbecue's really filthy. Oh, but this'll take care of it.
Since SpongeBob is usually inconvenienced, if not victimized by his actions, he'd be far better off finding a friend who doesn't play dangerous mind games with him. Not quite at the end yet. Almost there though. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to business. Number 1. Usually makes bad situations worse. When Patrick's around, things can always get worse. For example, when SpongeBob has insomnia, Patrick's efforts to lull him to sleep have the opposite effect.
Get up, be active! Get up, be active! Get up, don't lie down!
Dr. Patrick tries to remove a painful splinter and only pushes it deeper into SpongeBob's thumb.
There appears to be a little bit of swelling.
And when SpongeBob gets stuck in the ringer, don't ask, Patrick's solution is to use glue, which only causes the sponge to get even more stuck.
There! Is that better?
No, Patrick, it isn't.
Patrick then proceeds to take his immobilized friend to a carnival, which is plenty of fun for Patrick, but emphasizes how trapped SpongeBob is.
You ruined my cotton candy!
Good! Maybe now you know how I feel about you ruining my life!
Check it out! Public fight!
Lesson: things are tough when SpongeBob is alone. The last thing he needs is someone who can notch the bad luck up from 10 to 11. Ending a friendship is hard, but sometimes you just gotta cut the cord. What'd you guys think of our list? Let us know in the comments below, and check out this video.